On this edition of Mustang News, we bring you in on all the action brought by a visit from the Harlem Globetrotters.
And with food insecurity becoming a growing concern for college students, we talk with MSU officials that have found a solution.
Plus, MSU is getting a head start on Sexual Assault Awareness Month, ways you can help protect yourself and more coming up. Hello and welcome to Mustang News. I'm Trey Jones.
And I'm Ara Washburn. Now an activist for civil discourse, a former Westboro Baptist Church member came to MSU to start off the Spring Artist Lecture Series. I sat down with our guest to bring you more of her story. The granddaughter of the founder of Westboro Baptist Church, recognized around the country for its hate speech against the LGBT community, Jews, and U.S. soldiers and politicians, gave the first artist lecture of the spring semester. Megan Phelps Roper left the church in 2012 with her sister and spoke to MSU students about just how life-changing it can be to engage in hard conversations.
Once I got on Twitter, once I started to realize that there were other legitimate ways of seeing things, that we could be wrong about things, that just started this unraveling process. And without that, I have every reason to believe that I would still be at Westboro.
Phelps Roper now travels the country as an activist for civil discourse and educator on empathy and dialogue, even presenting one of the top 10 TED Talks of 2017, though she didn't stop there. This Above All, an upcoming feature film produced by Reese Witherspoon, is Phelps Roper's soon-to-be memoir, and she says the message she hopes to convey is that the hard conversations are worth it.
Even when people, disagree sharply, we share a common humanity, and there's a lot to work with there, that it's worth having the conversation even when it's hard and taxing and exhausting and sometimes even emotionally hurtful. We're all in this together, and the more we're willing to have these conversations, the better off all of us will be.
The film is set to be based off Phelps Roper's upcoming autobiography, which is expected to be released this October. For Mustang News, I'm Ara Washburn. You can hear more of Phelps Roper's TED Talk by visiting TED.com and searching Megan Phelps Roper.
Some Mustangs have taken notice in a rather dark side of campus lately, and their concerns leave many wondering what they're walking into. Parking on the Western States campus may have been problematic in the past, but one parking lot in particular is leaving students feeling uneasy when walking to their vehicles at night. Parking lot 6 sees the most traffic on campus during the day and is no different come nighttime. Many students continue to use the parking lot when working after hours in the surrounding buildings, and upon leaving for the night, realize they will have to venture into a dark parking lot alone. Unlike other parking lots on campus, Parking Lot 6 not only lacks blue light emergency poles, but also any lighting at all. At night, Parking Lot 6 is completely dark despite staying busy because, unlike other lots on campus, the light poles do not automatically turn on at night as night falls. The growing concern this parking lot is leaving on students is now sparking conversations to fix their ever-present safety issue. Sergeant for MSU Police Department Albert Jimenez says bringing up the issue and expressing concern to MSU officials will be the first step in getting these students out of the dark.
You know that there's some parts of the university that do not have all the light on there, and we can get with facilities, or they can get with the student body to get with facility services and with the University Police Department, and we can spot those areas and see if we can get those budgeted in. Like there is not a blue light in Parking Lot 6, but now that we can bring it up and bring it to the people's attention that we can maybe get that done.
Until the lighting issue is resolved, Mustangs worried at night using Parking Lot 6 should download the MSU Safety app available for Apple, iPhone, and Android users, walk with a friend when they have the opportunity, and be sure to let a friend or loved one know their whereabouts beforehand.
As the new semester starts to hit its stride, MSU Texas offices want to keep students safe from potential harm. A Vincent Health Center physician is helping Mustangs become more aware about how to prevent sexual assault. Our reporter Samuel Mitchell has more on the story.
The Vincent Health Center and Residence Life and Housing presented a lecture titled Altered Tuesday evening. The purpose was to bring awareness to the subject matter of date rape drugs and how they alter your perception skills. The lecture was led by Vincent Medical Director and physician Keith Williamson. Williamson opened up by discussing many of the drugs themselves. He broke down the structures of the chemicals in the drugs and then their effects. His main focus was on how the drugs he mentioned affect the brains of those ingesting it. Williamson stressed the danger of these drugs and how they could result in dizziness, hallucinations, and memory loss. After dealing with patients who were suffering from the after effects of these and other conditions, he believes that the best way to prevent issues like this is to get out ahead of them.
Prevention is so much more important than dealing with the after effects of bad choices. And that's why I'm here lecturing tonight, is hopefully to at least raise the level of knowledge and confusion and concern so fewer people make bad choices.
The issue of sexual assault is known, but not often talked about in a way that Williamson did, where he explained the issues the drugs cause, but also different ways to prevent them. He encouraged us to make simple, yet smarter decisions when in situations where date rape drugs are possible. Some of his tips included covering your drink with your hand, getting your drink from the bartender themselves, or even taking it to the bathroom with you. Senior Natalie Shavar talked about how she thinks lectures like this are important for students to attend in regards to learning how these issues happen, as well as how these lectures should occur more often.
The lectures like this are important because it's giving me a little broader perspective on what actually happens and what could happen, especially if, I want to make sure all my friends and other classmates are also safe and they have a good time while also going out. I think there were some programs that they offered here in the very beginning when I came 3 years ago, but I really haven't seen much about it, so this is pretty cool, and the way that they handled it was nice too.
Expect more events like this to occur in the month of April, and check out the Residence Life and Housing page of MSU Texas website to see other lectures across campus. Reporting for Mustang News, I'm Samuel Mitchell.
It's never too early to start advocating for sexual assault prevention and awareness. For more events regarding Sexual Assault Awareness Month coming up, you can check the MSU calendar at calendar.mwsu.edu.
Coming up after this break, reporter Sam Mitchell gives us an inside look at a campus community that proves we are never too old to stop learning. Stay tuned.
Each path to success is a journey, filled with twists and turns that allows you to discover more about yourself.
At MSU Texas, you can set yourself up for success while learning on your own terms. Faculty mentors, research opportunities, real-world experiences, and individual attention are just a few of the many advantages of an MSU Texas education.
Here, you can find yourself, live, lead,
and learn in a vibrant, creative community.
make connections that will last a lifetime, and prepare for the careers of tomorrow, today.
Take the first step of your journey with MSU Texas.
Welcome back, Mustangs. I'm Ara Washburn. The Cultural Greek Council is ready for another semester of community service, and their first event recently took place at Faith Mission. Reporter Haley Aldridge has more.
Community Service Day is in full swing, and the Cultural Greek Council is ready to lend a hand to those in need. Members of the Cultural Greek Council rolled up their sleeves and came eager to offer a bit of relief to an organization that gives so much to the community, the Wichita Falls Faith Mission. Director of Student Leadership and Involvement, Mario Ramirez, says a focus for members of CGC is taking part in giving back.
Chapters, the organizations that are part of the cultural-based organizations are focused on service, so community service is important. So today we decided to come out here to Faith Mission and help them with whatever needs they may have.
The CGC hosts multiple week-long information sessions throughout the year to introduce students to the various Greek organizations on campus. At each meeting, a different community service event is chosen for current Greek members and students to participate in. Michael Williams is just one Faith Mission client who recognizes all the organization does for Wichita Falls residents.
They're good, and everybody's nice up here, and everything and it is great here because of the help they give to people.
CGC allows members with their own sororities and fraternities to volunteer and make an impact within the Tex-Only community. The volunteerism done by the CGC provides a strong bond for MSU students and individuals in the community, and that relationship sets the tone for the future partnerships and community-wide events. Omega Delta Phi Treasurer Preston Busby says, He believes it's important to get others interested in community service.
So we thought that for ourselves and also for interested members, it's good for them to see us giving back, but also good for them to have the opportunity to give back to those in need.
For more information about the Cultural Greek Council or joining a Greek organization on campus, you can email to greek@msutexas.edu. Reporting for Mustang News, I'm Haley Aldridge.
Getting MSU students involved in the community is all part of the bigger goal MSU is trying to reach, and the Cultural Greek Council is a great representation. Again, for more info about the CGC, you can send an email to greek@msutexas.edu. And now we head over to our own reporter, Sam Mitchell, who's going to tell about another way MSU Texas is giving back to the community.
This is the 5th month in the MSU Texas Lifelong Learning Center has been open to senior members of the community. During this time, it has been providing senior members of the community an opportunity to challenge themselves with courses from a number of disciplines. Reporter Tyler Manning gives us a closer look into the new but growing campus community.
Midwestern State University now has a new and growing demographic to add to its student population, seniors wanting to continue their education. Opened in September of 2018, the Lifelong Learning Center provides seniors looking to further their education a space to learn from various campus members and members of the community. Under the vision of Dr. Suzanne Shipley, the development of the Lifelong Learning Center began in 2017 and garnered support from various members of the campus and Wichita Falls community. The facility is located in a renovated house just off the corner of Louis J. Rodriguez Drive and Hampstead Lane, equipped with an office, kitchen, and 2 classrooms for members to utilize. With around 170 members registered for the spring 2019 semester, coordinator of the Lifelong Learning Center, David Hartman, says the center has become a growing part of the diverse campus community.
You know, one of the things that we really strive for is to be a part of the campus. You know, I know that diversity is a great value for the university, and we bring an additional part of the great demographic spectrum. We're an older community, and so we have a lot of folks who are now saying, we are part of this university. Yes, as we claim this now as you know, one of the great crown jewels here in Wichita Falls.
Dean of the Billy Doris McAdda Graduate School, Dr. Catherine Zuckweiler, says a wide range of subjects are taught, from history to art, religion, science, music, and even astronomy. Dr. Zuckweiler says she hopes the center acts as a message to students that it is possible to pursue education later on in life.
It helps show our undergraduate students and even our graduate students that lifelong learning really is a thing. And so even people who are more senior in their experience and in their life, they still are questing for knowledge and trying to broaden their horizons.
Those in the Lifelong Learning Center post on their Facebook page regularly, so be sure to go follow their page to be up to date on all their progress. For Mustang News, I am Tyler Manning.
Those that are eager to learn are filling up the classes fast. If you know anyone interested in continuing education at the Lifelong Learning Center, they can call the center at 940-397-4814. What started off as a ceramics scholarship for MSU turned into a surprising gift for students. Reporter Stephen Gomez has more on the story.
Paying for college is not easy, even if you have help, and sometimes to pay tuition, rent, and books, students don't have enough money left over for food. Food insecurity is a growing issue in colleges across the country, and MSU is no different. As a response to this situation, Midwestern State opened the Mustang's Pantry last semester on September 5th. The Canaan Food Security Scholarship became available for students on January 28th this semester. Pat Canaan, the benefactor, decided to create the Canaan Food Security Scholarship after discussion arose with MSU staff Dr. Camacho and Professor Steve Hilton about food insecurity. Ceramics and Arts Education Professor Steve Hilton expressed his thoughts on the impact of the scholarship here on campus.
I was food insecure when I was in college, and it is difficult to study when you're hungry. And so I think that when our students are eating better and hopefully more nutritious, they'll be able to not just do better now, but do better in the future as well. If a student gets better grades now, what are their chances of getting a better job later?
The $100,000 scholarship is created for students of all backgrounds and needs. Vice President for Student Affairs, Keith Lamb, tells us how the scholarship is set in place to help students.
A student, if approved, is awarded X number of meals, right? It may be 50 meals, it may be 100 meals, it may be 150 meals, but based on their circumstances, because everyone's unique, right? They may only be here for 1 meal a day, they may be here for 2, they may be here for 3, but based on their circumstances, they will be awarded X number of meals.
The scholarship goes on your MSU card and is completely anonymous, ensuring privacy for those involved. To apply, sign into Mustang's link, then while on the home page, scroll down and select a link to the scholarship application. Fill out the questions and submit. Once that is done, wait a minimum of 24 hours for a response back. For Mustang News, I'm Stephen Gomez.
If you have any questions regarding the scholarship, you can contact Student Affairs at 940-397-7500 or visit Clark Student Center. After this break, our own Trey Jones gives us a look into sports happening on campus and downtown as he takes us into action-packed Harlem Globetrotters game. Stay tuned.
Each path to success is a journey, filled with twists and turns that allows you to discover more about yourself.
At MSU Texas, you can set yourself up for success while learning on your own terms. Faculty mentors, research opportunities, real-world experiences, and individual attention are just a few of the many advantages of an MSU Texas education.
Here, you can find yourself, live, lead,
and learn in a vibrant, creative community.
make connections that will last a lifetime, and prepare for the careers of tomorrow, today.
Take the first step of your journey with MSU Texas.
Welcome to Sports Scene. Again, I'm Trey Jones. It's been a rough year for men's and women's basketball here at MSU Texas. Both teams currently hold losing records, but there have been a few bright spots in their season so far. Mustangs women's basketball looked to turn their losing season around over the past few weeks, beginning with the 66-61 victory over West Texas A&M. The team was 6-11 heading into the January 31st game. They advanced to 8-11 following another win against Eastern New Mexico. This small winning streak was sadly cut short due to their losses against rival Tarleton and Texas A&M Commerce, making their streak now 8-13. Liz Cartwright briefly spoke to how she thinks their overall season has been going.
Right now, I mean, there's some games I wish, we really could have taken advantage of. The opportunity was there. And at times like that, I just kind of look at my personal self and what I can improve to help put the team in a better situation and better opportunity to win. Again, there were some games that, were right there, and you got to give credit to them because they hit the shots or they got the stop where we didn't. But beating West Texas and Eastern kind of put us back on track to get done what we need to get done. And it also shows us just the potential we have when we do finish our shots and put it together with our strong defensive performances. So, these upcoming games, we have a really good opportunity to go in and move ourselves up in the conference rankings.
The Lady Stains have 6 regular season games left. Their next game is on Thursday, February 14th against Eastern New Mexico. MSU students wish them the best. This week is the last regular season for recreational basketball before the tournament season begins. The starting game was between Hometown Heroes wearing red and Colin Pierce's fan club wearing blue. Starting at 7 p.m. in the Wellness Center, the two fought hard in the first half with an impressive defensive and offensive showing from both teams. The first half ended with a score of 37-36, with the Hometown Heroes barely holding on to their lead over Colin Pierce's fan club. In the second half, Hometown Heroes pulled away with a 7-point difference, ending the first game of the last regular season week. Officiating the game was Assistant Director of Recreational Sports and Wellness Center, Mike Richardson, who encourages students to watch and participate in future events.
Game times we start usually at 7, Monday through Thursday, and then we'll end, our last game will end anywhere between 10 and 11. And so either our last game will start at 10 or our last game will end at 10. Just depends on what the night holds. But I think this week we're going, each night will end at 11 p.m. So the last game will start at 10 and end at 11 p.m. Monday through Thursday this week.
Major recreational sports will be outdoor soccer. To sign up, go to imleagues.com/MWSU and click on the soccer registration link. Registration for outdoor soccer ends on February 21st. And the Harlem Globetrotters made their annual stop here in Wichita Falls on their entertainment tour, where I had the chance to go and catch all the fun. Tonight I'm here in Wichita Falls at the K. Yeager Coliseum, where the Harlem Globetrotters will have their annual visit, as they do every year in February here in Wichita Falls. It seems that every winter, all the locals ranging from young to old, high school kids to middle school kids and elementary kids, like to come out and have the time of their lives. This event is always a huge success, and it never fails to disappoint, bringing in hundreds of fans around Texoma. The night was full of nothing but fun, laughter, and pranks. The Globetrotters took on their longtime rivals, the Washington Generals, who have never beaten the Globetrotters in their 48-year battle. The whole arena was full of smiling faces the entire night, as the players brought their best performance yet to showcase their talents to Wichita Falls. The biggest fan favorite was Big Easy, who has been with the Globetrotter organization for many years. His most popular part of the game was heckling the referee all night. The Globetrotters were not the only entertainers on the court, though. Fans were also incorporated into the game as well. Whether it be for a dance contest, a shooting contest, or helping the players in the game, the fans definitely left their mark on the event. The entire night was full of laughter, and the whole family was able to enjoy it. And Globetrotter fan Allie Cartwright says she is excited to see the team and to laugh at the players.
Spending time with my family here at the Harlem Globetrotters game.
Have you been here before?
No.
No? How much fun are you having?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I do not know.
The Globetrotters even had a special guest of their own to come on the court to play with them. KFDX Sports Director Tobin McDuff had the opportunity to get on the court and to showcase talents of his own. It's safe to say that the community is looking forward to the next Globetrotters visit to Wichita Falls. For Mustang News, I'm Trey Jones. The Globetrotters sure know how to pack a house and how to bring the entertainment. They're enjoyable for all ages to enjoy, so make sure you get your tickets in advance next year. And coming up after this break, another Canopy film review by our very own Sam Mitchell. You won't want to miss this.
Each path to success is a journey.
At MSU Texas, you can set yourself up for success while learning on your own terms. Faculty mentors, research opportunities, real-world experiences, and individual attention are just a few of the many advantages of an MSU Texas education.
Live, lead,
and learn in a vibrant, creative community.
Make connections that will last a lifetime and prepare for the careers of tomorrow, today.
Take the first step of your journey with MSU Texas.
Welcome back. Now we move on to our Mustang movie review produced by Tyler Manning. This is a series in which we review movies from Canopy. Canopy is a free streaming service provided to students with their tuition and fees. This week we watched the movie The Killing of a Sacred Deer starring Colin Farrell and Nicole Kidman. The film tells the story of a surgeon who is given the hard choice of either to kill one member of his family or let them all die. For those looking for a psychological thriller and not a cheap crowd pleaser like Bird Box, look no further than this movie. The Killing of a Sacred Deer is a dry, tense, and sometimes comedic, slow-burning movie. With an eerie score and beautiful cinematography, we wholly recommend this movie for you. If you are interested in watching The Killing of a Sacred Deer, look no further than Canopy. This movie is actually one of my favorites of the past couple of years, and it brings a unique storytelling and cinematic experience to the screen. It's worth the watch. And finally, back to Aaron Trey at the desk.
Following the National Day for All Things Love comes National Singles Day. There will be a speed dating event put on as part of the Black History Month events, and if you are single and ready to mingle, this could be the event for you.
And that's it for this edition of Mustang News.
Don't
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at MNG Media and like us on Facebook. Be sure to tune in next time for your campus news.